Welcome everyone. In today's video, I will be explaining the Glorious Evolution novel. So without wasting any time, let's start.
Chapter 34. The chapter opens with Levi facing Madame Fengji's Mao. Though he doesn't recognize her at first, he was apparently way too drugged during their last meeting. She's revealed to be Feng Ling's contracted Nightcrawler. Moments later, Feng Ling himself arrives, flanked by two government officials, Othman and Samira. Their presence screams authority. Black uniforms, symbol-marked gear, and wooden cage pistols engraved with countless inscriptions. Feng Ling clears the room, sending away the guards and Arthur. This interrogation is about to get serious. Then comes the jaw-drop moment. As Feng Ling steps closer, Levi casually describes his spiritual aura, gray, flowing like a spring wind. Despite having no eyes, Levi correctly identifies a peace sign gesture Feng Ling makes in the air. This stuns everyone. Why it matters? Even high-ranking Warden Daywalkers can't naturally see auras. Spiritual vision at this level takes insane talent and years of refinement. Feng Ling straight up suggests Levi pursue a psyche specialization if he ever becomes a Daywalker. Most people mocked Levi's blindness. Feng Ling does the opposite. He reminds him that every weakness can be weaponized with the right Nightcrawler. The tone shifts into a formal investigation of the harrowing forest incident. Levi explains. His neural lens was on, but scanning was disabled to save power. For a blind user, scanning drains energy fast. It has to map everything just to create usable visuals. He also learns something disturbing. Investigation teams can legally breach everyone's neural lens data in the area. Levi calmly retells his version of events, his deal with Shia, and his attempt to earn a recommendation letter for the assembly. Then Levi mentions Ashcrow. The room changes instantly. Levi describes seeing the entity standing inside the solar dome, right after he was healed from a Tier 3 Nightcrawler attack. To measure the threat, Feng Ling releases his own aura. It spins around him like an apocalyptic hurricane, proving he's on a completely different level than normal Daywalkers. But Levi's comparison chills everyone. He was impressed by Feng Ling. He was terrified by Ashcrow's scarlet aura.
Chapter 35. After hearing Levi's full account, Feng Ling reseals his aura, and the mood turns grim. Here's the scary math. Feng Ling himself is comparable to a Tier 6 Nightcrawler. Levi found Feng Ling impressive, but Ashcrawl? Terrifying. Mao puts a number to it. Ashcrawl is likely Tier 8 or higher. And that's not even the worst part. Levi confirms Ashcrawl erased the spider's spiritual auras with a single command. Not killed, deleted. Levi realizes something crucial during the interrogation. If people connect him to Ashcrawl, he becomes a walking death flag. So he never says the name, only describes the entity using vague, horrific terms. He even mentions Nelves's warning that a hit was placed on Shia, hinting that the situation goes deeper than the human Nightcrawler war. Still, Feng Ling and Mao aren't fooled. Mao knows Levi is hiding something, possibly under coercion. They also notice a major inconsistency. No solar dome or recovery totem could heal Levi's wound that fast. The entity had to be involved. Feng Ling shifts focus from Levi to politics. He believes the forest massacre wasn't random, it was engineered. A mole within the High Council likely set everything in motion. And the scariest part? Feng Ling plans to confront this at the High Council meeting, where the traitor will be sitting in the room. Back at their apartment, the story turns personal. Arthur breaks down. He confesses to a recurring nightmare. Levi bleeding out. Arthur holding a recovery totem, not knowing the incantation. Astra AI repeating, "Connection lost." That sentence haunts him more than the monsters. Arthur realizes raw strength isn't enough. He asks Levi for books on totems, knowledge, not muscles. Levi responds with their mother's words, "Mistakes either make us or break us." And the Larson Creed, "We are the Larsons. Mistakes may crack us, but never break us." Levi knows most humans only learn after getting burned, but Arthur learned early.
Chapter 36. The chapter opens quietly. Levi is chilling on the balcony, sipping Moroccan tea, while Arthur is doing the exact opposite, locked in his room, panic studying like his life depends on it. Haunted by his failure, Arthur starts from the basics, even cracking open solar totems for dummies. At the same time, low-level Nightcrawlers start bothering Levi, half flirting, half harassing, basically salty that he ignores them. But Levi's mind is elsewhere, stuck on one terrifying thought. His bloodline may not be human at all, possibly from another dimension. Bat. Enter the handsome Bat. Ashcrawl suddenly appears and scares the Nightcrawlers off by casually threatening to erase them from existence. But here's the twist. He shows up in a tiny, weakened bat form, barely able to fly. During their mental conversation, Ashcrawl explains his logic. Showing up in the forest wasn't flexing, it was protection. A normal civilian would have died in seconds from Levi's wound. His appearance creates a believable excuse for Levi's survival. And no one would ever suspect a Tier 7+ monster of signing a contract with a blind kid. Those contracts usually happen at Tier 3 or 4. Basically, the perfect cover story. Sun. How Daywalker cultivation works. As sunset nears, Levi prepares to finally cultivate. We get a clear breakdown of the system. Shadow Life seeds need constant sunlight until they hit a 15% plateau. These plateaus define ranks like Pathfinder, Warden, and Solarbound. Every 5% milestone unlocks a random innate ability or power-up. And here's the key term: battle arts. These are created by fusing innate abilities, learned techniques, Levi's weapon, and his Nightcrawler partner. This is where raw power turns into real combat style. Star. The holy light descends. Levi steps into the living room, removes his shirt, and stands beneath the holy light pouring through the glass roof. This light is no joke. Any unchained Nightcrawler touched by it would be instantly reduced to ash. Then Ashcrawl drops a line that ends the chapter on a cliffhanger. Try to harness the divine light into the Sunseed. Levi is completely stunned because no one actually knows what the Sunseed truly is.
Chapter 37. This chapter starts with something no human should be able to do: absorbing the divine light of the holy pillars. Ashcrawl believes Levi might be connected to the Radiant race, the beings who created the Holy Pillars and Solar Aegis sanctuaries. Why? Because normal daywalkers and sleepwalkers cannot absorb divine light. Since Levi has no eyes, he can't use automatic cultivation. Instead, he relies on the brutally slow manual cultivation, forcing light into his body through his pores. Here's the twist. Levi has been secretly training this method for years, even when everyone mocked him for chasing a dead end. Fire, a divine transformation. And then, it works. The divine light enters Levi's body, pooling in his abdomen, and his body starts to change. A burning sun symbol appears on his stomach. Golden tattoo-like lines spread across his limbs and face. A matching sun mark forms on his forehead, linking his mind and seed. Levi levitates, glowing like something out of a legend. Arthur rushes in, sees his brother floating with glowing tattoos, and just thinks, "Yep, that tracks." He quietly leaves Levi alone. Stir, the body's breaking point. But Levi hits a wall. He tries to feed the energy into the sun seed, and it vanishes instantly, like the seed refuses to accept it yet. Then his body overheats. He collapses, skin red, steaming, radiating heat like he's been cooked from the inside. Arthur drags him to the couch, and Levi asks for privacy, to talk to Ashcrawl. Dine, the truth about Levi. Ashcrawl finally confirms it. Levi is half radiant, half human. That's why the divine light responds to him. More revelations. The radiant genes were likely diluted in his parents, but became dominant in Levi and Arthur. Arthur's abnormal physical strength suddenly makes sense. Levi suspects the truth traces back to his maternal grandparents, whom his mother always called the wisest people in the world. Bang, a new evolutionary path. Ashcrawl ends the chapter with a final bombshell. Purified sunlight is 10 times stronger than normal sunlight. Divine light is 100 times stronger. And Levi? He's the only daywalker on the planet who can access it. Levi realizes something huge. He doesn't need eyes to keep up with others anymore. He's no longer on the same path.
Chapter 38. The chapter opens right after Levi absorbs divine light, and yeah, it nearly cooks him alive. His skin is red, faint steam rising off his body like a hot sauna stone. Manual cultivation with divine energy is no joke. It burns him from the inside out. Arthur helps him to the couch, hands him water, and just stares in disbelief at the golden tattoos and sun symbols that briefly appeared. Protective, shocked, but proud. The Radiant bloodline confirmed. Ashcrawl removes all doubt. Levi is half Radiant, half human. And not just Levi, Arthur too.
We learn the Radian race created the Holy Pillars and Solar Aegis sanctuaries. They possess extreme longevity, far beyond human limits. The brothers' parents may have looked human, but the Radian genes became dominant in Levi and Arthur. That explains Levi's ability to interact with holy light, Arthur's abnormal, almost frightening physical strength. The grandparents' clue. Levi connects the dots to his past. His mother always called her parents the wisest people in the world. Ashcrawl confirms that wisdom and longevity are classic Radiant traits, strongly suggesting the brothers' non-human lineage comes from their maternal grandparents. This isn't random destiny, it's inherited. A completely new power scale. The chapter ends by redefining Levi's place in the world. Purified sunlight is 10 times stronger than normal sunlight. Divine light is 100 times stronger. Ashcrawl laughs at Levi's old goal of merely keeping up with other daywalkers. Why? Levi is the only one who can use this power. He's not racing alongside them anymore. He's on a path to surpass everyone.
Chapter 39. After mastering Divine Light, Levi tries to tackle the Void Origin Seed, and it goes terribly. No sensation, no response, nothing. Levi describes it like trying to grab absolute emptiness. Ashcrawl isn't surprised. Dark energy is one of the hardest forces to master. It usually takes years or a once-in-a-generation attunement. Levi has the potential, but he hasn't awakened it yet. Levi's cultivation game plan. Ashcrawl lays out a clear, strategic feeding order for Levi's growth. 9 senses seed first, push it to the first plateau. Sun seed second, switch focus after that. Void origin seed, keep attempting it alongside the others. The real goal? Once all 3 seeds hit their plateaus, Levi must help Ashcrawl evolve to Tier 2, unlocking the next major breakthrough. This isn't random power growth, it's a long-term plan. Then the chapter turns dark. For 10 years, Levi believed his parents died because of his father, Brian Larson, the inventor of Nightwear Stripes technology. Brian refused to sell it, planned to build his own empire, and was murdered the night before sealing a huge deal. After that, the tech mysteriously leaked. Other companies profited. Brian Larson's name was erased. Case closed, or so Levi thought. The eyes were the real target. Ashcrawl drops a terrifying revelation. The Duskbound Order, an organization so dangerous even elite daywalkers fear it, may not have been after Brian at all. They were after Levi. His eyes are special. His spiritual vision is tied directly to his soul, which is why no surgery worked, no recovery totem helped. His vision still evolved even after his eyes were stolen. That's also why the government slapped an ankle monitor on him. They were watching for the worst-case scenario. A path with no turning back. Ashcrawl gives Levi the harsh truth. If he wants his eyes back, he'll have to take them from the Duskbound Order himself. No rescue, no justice system, just vengeance. Levi doesn't break. He pours cold water over his steaming body, calms himself, and declares he won't leave the apartment until his cultivation hits 5%.
With that, this novel, The Glorious Evolutions, Part 1, is end. And I will start Part 2 in after March. And also I will start some new and amazing novel. But if you have some recommendation, tell me. I will explain it. So goodbye everyone for today.